Hey there, guys. Hey there. Listen, Psalms 119, verse 167, David said, "My soul hath kept thy testimonies, and I have delighted in them." 5 or 6 times in Psalms 119, David mentioned that he kept the Lord's testimonies. What does that mean, keeping the Lord's testimonies? There are things in this life, in this world, there's so many things that try to pull us away from God, pull us away from the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, the God, Jesus Christ, who walked this earth, right? And David said, "I have kept thy testimonies." What did he mean? Well, the testimonies of the Lord are a mighty thing, because in David's case, when he slew Goliath, he said that God has delivered me from the lion and from the bear, and surely he will deliver me from this Philistine. So those are testimonies, right? David is saying, I remembered the things you have done for me, and I've kept them, and I've cherished them in my heart. And there are things that go on in this life. There are circumstances, there are people that will try to get you to disvalue the testimonies of the Lord, the things that God has done for you. Now watch this. Even the children of Israel, who experienced so many miracles in the wilderness, they experienced the 10 miracles of God freeing them from Egypt. They experienced God parting the Red Sea. They experienced God feeding them with manna. They experienced God the pillar of cloud by day. They experienced water coming out of the rock. They experienced all of this stuff. Yet in 1 Corinthians chapter 10, it says that they rose up to play and they complained and they committed adultery, right? They did all these things and turned against God. So they didn't keep the Lord's commandments. You know, even in the Old Testament, when they would have a great triumph, whether that was the children of Israel, whether that was Jacob, whoever that was, they would build a monument and they would name that place so that they would remember it, right? So we have to practice the same things to remember the good things that God has done for us, to testify, to build those things in our heart. And listen, the crazy thing about it is people don't know how valuable a testimony is sometimes to you, because you came through it. They didn't. But we must hold the Lord's testimonies in our hearts. And his testimonies are of the good things he's done, the great things he's done, and continually remind ourselves of them. Why? Because the world is it's a barrage every day of things trying to take the word from us, trying to make us worry, trying to make us stressed, trying to make God seem like he's small and make the things that we deal with on a daily basis seem like they're bigger than him, but they are not. And we have to keep the Lord's testimony. Joshua 1:8 says, in this book of the law, I shall meditate day and night. Then I shall be prosperous and have good success. So we must remember to meditate in the word of God day and night, to meditate on the good things that God has done for us, to meditate on God's goodness and be reminded of how big God is, because he is big. He is big as it can get. It don't get any bigger than God. So y'all be blessed, man. And let us remember to keep the Lord's testimonies.